Hey everyone, Trans Girl Amy here. About to go to work, but I have enough time to make a quick video before I head off to do my job. Ta-da! So I thought, why don't I do a video where I answer questions about transgender people that are commonly asked that you shouldn't ask them. Remember, if you have any questions, feel free to message me or leave them in the comments, and I will make another video. Well, you should not really ask this, but my answer would be, have you had the operation yet, or are you done? Normally with these sort of questions, I just ask them right back, because I didn't realise how offensive it is. It's like, what's it got to do with you? What's in my pants? Gee, I don't know, genius. What bathroom do you use? I still don't understand why people get asked that. I get asked that. Which bathroom do you use? And it's like, well, I use the one that girls go to because I'm a girl. So I'm going to start critiquing the way I'm walking, the way I'm talking, the way I'm doing whatever, and saying that it's not very feminine or whatever. I would just simply, be like, oh, okay, and then I would take a mental note of what they're doing that isn't particularly feminine or masculine, depending on what they identify as. I'd say the same thing to them and see how they like it. Like for instance, I've known this girl once. It was a while ago, back when early transition, and she would come up with all these reasons why I'm not passing, like, oh, you can't walk like that, oh, you're doing this wrong, blah blah blah. But she would be weren't happy to let out massive burps in public. So many times I was just like, it's not very feminine to, burp like that in public. She wasn't happy with that. I don't know, when did you decide to start being a douchebag? Or when did the person decide to, it's a guy that's asking me, when did you decide that you were going to be a man? It's something else you don't really ask, but that's normally my answer is, depending on how they've asked it, or how I feel about the person, I'll say when did you decide to start being a douchebag, or when did you decide to start being whatever gender they identify as? Now this is kind of like a backhanded compliment. Especially if you've not told this person you're trans and they just sort of clocked onto it themselves, because then it's like, yeah, you passed really well. That's kind of, I don't know. I suppose if somebody that you've known and you've asked them a lot of the time, you passed really well, but even the whole concept of passing I don't like, because the whole thing of passing is just you changing who you are to make cisgender people feel more comfortable around you. So passing itself is a bit problematic. Assuming that a transgender person is not going to be normal just because they're transgender is a bit of a dick move. I think my usual response to that sort of question is basically just, oh, I thought you were a normal person, but you seem pretty monstrous to me. How do you have sex? That's another one. And what I would simply do is I would say, well, you did get sex education class as a kid, right? That's kind of how most people have sex. I mean, seriously. I mean, unless it's somebody who is potentially going to have sex with you, it shouldn't matter. Why do they need to know? Because, just because they've got curiosities. Maybe you should worry a bit more about how they're having sex. Now, being a transgender person who suffers from gender dysphoria, every day I look in the mirror and I see the man in me. So I don't need some asshole telling me that they see a glimpse of what I used to look like, because that'll just make me feel 1,000 times worse, just because they can't accept that you're a girl or you're a guy. Well, because they can't accept I'm a girl, and they're like, oh no, they're just looking for ways to make it that they're right and that I'm just a man in girl's clothes pretending to be a girl. So they can say, oh no, you still got a very manly chin there, Nancy. And, it's kind of went Dr. Cox there. But yeah, it's another way of invalidating someone's. Well, luckily I have legal documentation making my name Amy, right? A lot of people aren't lucky enough to have that yet, and that's just a really rude question. Another one that invalidates everything that you are, because they're like, oh no, well, I'm not going to choose to see them as whatever it is, so I'm going to ask them all these personal, horrible questions, like, I can still see the woman in you, or the man in you, or, hey, you don't look like an Amy, so what's your real name? The answer for this one, for me, is yes, because the transgender community is often attacked and murdered. At this point, there have been 17 trans murders this year in America alone. It's a dark time. Although we're getting more accepted, it seems that the murder rate is shooting up. I am pretty much scared when I leave the house. I don't even feel safe in the house. I'm worried I'm going to be attacked, beaten up, raped or murdered when I go out into the street just because of being who I am. So yes, I am afraid. But it's not going to stop me from living as I should be. Why should I change who I am because some idiots don't understand? It is dangerous, it really is. In fact, I think I read somewhere the life expectancy of the average trans person is something like 30 to 40 year old. That's like Dark Ages life expectancy right there. So it's like, because transgender people are dying all the time. Either be it by murder, the various health conditions you can get from being transgender, like liver problems or breast cancer, or them committing suicide because society won't accept them, or because they've been pressured, they just can't take it anymore. So yeah, I'm very afraid. You can simply reverse it and say, hey, what does being a man or woman mean to you? It's just like, it doesn't really, I guess it's cool and everything. I'm a girl, but I never really thought about what it means to me because it's just what I am. Just like you probably haven't thought about what it means to you because it's just who you are. It's one of these ones that are a bit like, why would you ask someone that? It's probably one of the nicer ones on the scale of questions here, but it's still something you shouldn't ask a transgender person. If you've enjoyed this video, please like it. If you want to see more videos like this, or my other transition videos, or my HRT videos, or my Let's Plays, please subscribe because I do lots of those. We'll start to do more Let's Plays now. I figured out how to work the game DVR on the Xbox. And if you have any questions to ask me, don't hesitate to ask me. You can ask me on my Facebook page via private message, or in the comment section of the post about the Ask Me Anything. You can ask me in the comments here, or you can ask me via private message on here. Whatever you're comfortable with, and I will answer it because I feel that even if it is a question that you think could potentially be kind of offensive, like the whole I can see the man in you thing, I personally think it's better that people ask me these questions and I can answer them and explain why they're offensive, so you don't go hurting other trans people out there with your questions. That's what I always tell people. I'm not one of these people that are going to get angry at you for asking me a question, because I think it's better to educate people on what they're doing wrong. And boy, I need to go to work. So, yeah, thanks for watching. Trans Girl Amy out.